Is Portugal finally ready to win the World Cup? Welcome back to Foot Empire. For decades, Portugal has been one of the most talented football nations in the world. They have produced legendary players, and they have consistently competed with the very best teams on the planet. But there is one trophy that has always remained just out of reach: the FIFA World Cup. Now, as the 2026 World Cup unfolds, many fans are asking the same question. Is Portugal finally ready to become world champions? Let's find out. Portugal enters this tournament with something every successful World Cup team needs: talent, and lots of it. From defense to attack, Portugal possesses one of the deepest squads in international football. Unlike many nations that depend heavily on one or two stars, Portugal has quality across the entire pitch. Their defenders are experienced, their midfielders are creative, and their attackers are capable of changing a game in a single moment. This balance makes Portugal one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament. But talent alone does not win World Cups. History has shown us that many gifted teams have fallen short when the pressure became too great. The real question is whether Portugal has developed the mentality needed to go all the way. Over the last decade, Portuguese football has matured significantly. Winning the European Championship proved that this nation could compete and succeed against the strongest teams in the world. That victory changed everything. Portugal no longer enters major tournaments hoping to surprise people. They enter expecting to win. That shift in mentality is incredibly important. World Cup winners believe they belong at the top, and Portugal now carries that confidence. Another major strength is tactical flexibility. Modern football is constantly evolving. Teams that refuse to adapt often struggle. Portugal, however, can play in multiple ways. They can dominate possession. They can attack through the wings. They can counterattack at speed. And they can defend deep when necessary. This tactical versatility makes them extremely difficult to prepare for. No matter who they face, Portugal usually has a solution. Then there is the midfield. Many experts believe Portugal's midfield is among the best in international football. The combination of creativity, vision, technical ability, and work rate allows them to control matches against almost any opponent. The best World Cup teams often dominate the middle of the pitch, and Portugal certainly has the players to do exactly that. Defensively, Portugal has also improved. In previous generations, defensive mistakes occasionally cost them important matches. But today's Portuguese team looks far more organized. Their defenders are comfortable on the ball. They understand positioning, and they have the experience needed for high-pressure situations. A strong defense is often the foundation of a championship-winning campaign. Portugal knows this, and they have clearly invested in becoming harder to break down. Of course, no team is perfect. Portugal still has weaknesses. One concern is consistency. At times, they can produce brilliant performances against elite opponents. But in other matches, they struggle to maintain the same intensity. World Cups are unforgiving. One bad performance can end a dream. If Portugal wants to lift the trophy, they must maintain their highest level throughout the entire tournament. Another challenge will be handling expectations. For years, Portugal played with relatively little pressure compared to football giants like Brazil, Germany, or Argentina. That has changed. Now they are viewed as genuine contenders. Every opponent will be motivated to defeat them. Every mistake will be heavily analyzed. Managing that pressure could become one of the biggest tests of their campaign. Then there is the competition. Winning a World Cup is never easy. Even the strongest teams face enormous obstacles. Portugal must potentially overcome nations with rich World Cup histories and world-class squads. Teams like Argentina, France, Brazil, England, Spain, Germany. Every one of these countries believes they can win the trophy. That means Portugal will likely need to defeat several elite opponents in succession. That is an incredibly difficult task. However, Portugal possesses something special, a unique blend of youth and experience. Their younger players bring energy, fearlessness, and ambition. Their experienced stars bring leadership, composure, and knowledge. This combination is often seen in successful World Cup teams. Young talent drives momentum. Veterans provide stability. Portugal appears to have both. Another reason for optimism is squad depth. Injuries are almost inevitable during a major tournament. The teams that survive often have quality replacements ready to step in. Portugal's bench may be one of their greatest strengths. Few nations can match their ability to replace starters without significantly weakening the team. Depth wins tournaments, and Portugal has plenty of it. So what would success actually look like? For many nations, reaching the quarterfinals would be considered an excellent achievement. Not for Portugal. This team has higher ambitions. A semi-final appearance should be the minimum target. And once you reach the Final Four, anything can happen. Football history is full of unexpected champions. The difference between victory and defeat can come down to a single moment. A single save, a single goal, a single decision. Portugal has enough quality to put themselves in those moments. The question is whether they can take advantage of them. My prediction? Portugal absolutely has what it takes to win the 2026 FIFA World Cup. They possess the talent. They possess the depth. They possess the experience. And they possess the belief. But winning the World Cup requires more than ability. It requires consistency, resilience, and a little bit of luck. Portugal is undoubtedly one of the strongest contenders. The dream is alive. Now, they must prove they can turn that dream into reality. But what do you think? Is Portugal finally ready to become world champions? Or will another football giant stand in their way? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more World Cup 2026 coverage right here on Foot Empire. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.